Sarlacc Digest, the long-running live stream podcast digesting Star Wars topics for over 1,000 years. Join them for all the latest news, rumors, and theory crafting with none of the drama or the bull. Live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific Time on YouTube. And don't forget the Sarlacc Toy Chest, covering all the newest Star Wars toy releases and news from Hasbro, Hot Toys, Jakks Pacific, and more. Live every other Monday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Be there and keep it nerdy.
For thousands of years, man has been searching for the ultimate prize. Now, you can complete that quest at Holy Grail Toys. Buy and sell with less fees than eBay. Vintage, boutique, and elusive items are all you'll discover at Holy Grail Toys. Find yours.
PlasticNews.com. All the latest from Hollywood, toys, gaming, comics, and anything pop culture. PlasticNews.com. Don't forget the IQ. PlasticNews.com.
You're watching a Syndicate program.
Uh-oh.
Oh, his mic's muted.
Steve, come on, man. I was about to sing the He-Man song. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
I literally was gonna. I started with He-Man, and then I don't remember the rest of the lyrics, but that was like that got me pumped up. Yes, MOTU is here. We talked about last week the trailer for the new feature film coming out this summer, and wouldn't you have it, the movie figures. We got a sneak preview. We're gonna talk about what those look like in the Masterverse realm. Are we hyped? Are we excited? But it feels like there's a lot of momentum at Mattel, and it's driven by He-Man and Skeletor. Speaking of films, well, Mr. Henry Cavill, the franchise savior himself, has released a little bit of information. Dr. Brantley disagrees. We'll get his take.
I don't know what movies you've been watching.
Well, look, it is Highlander. It is back. There can only be one. Is it immortal? Is he immortal? Or is this a death nail? Is there a nail in the coffin? We're going to talk about that. Plus, a lot of other figures have dropped pre-orders. Everyone's favorite segment, Pre-Order Mafia. We've got so much stuff for you all. So stay tuned. Grab your He-Man sword. This is Pixels, Plastic, and Ink. Well, it is another fine Friday evening here on the Shadow Knows Network. So before we go any further, if you're on the replay crew or you're in with us live, make sure you hit the subscribe, hit the like, drop a comment, and also don't hesitate to join our new Discord server. That's right, the Syndicate. It is free. You can literally join the Syndicate now, jump in, a bunch of amazing people in there already. 120 and growing, the fastest growing Discord channel. You can talk about toys, collectibles. You can talk with us. You could share toy photography. You can even sell and buy figures too. It's a really amazing. So the syndicate is active. Get in there. Mr. Storm, Dr. Brantley, Chet, we are going to dive into a bunch of content this evening. But first, Mr. Storm, how are you feeling this fine Friday evening?
Well, I was doing good until, Steve cut in those the crappy IDW kaiju books. Skull Island looked like somebody drew it with his left foot. What's going on at IDW? Wow.
Oh, well, looks like IDW's taking some shrapnel already to start the night.
Maybe the same guys that did their logo.
Yeah, it might have been those guys.
Possibly.
But I was pumped up. I was doing good. 2 SH Monster Art drops today and everything. Life was good, bro. You know?
I'm excited for sure. Dr. Brantley, how are you?
Oh, well, before this, I watched the 4th episode of Starfleet Academy.
Oh.
But I will say it's getting better.
Oh, too bad.
It was, yeah. No one's real sad about that. But, this was the best one so far. It's a very low bar.
Yeah.
But it wasn't bad. They actually had a science fiction story in this one.
Mm.
Yeah. Expectations are so low. I mean, if you don't eat for 6 weeks and then someone throws a crappy burger at you, it's going to be the best burger you've ever tasted. And it sounds like this could be the best episode you've watched thus far in this series. Yeah. Chet Maddox, how are you, sir?
Man, I'm good. And I think Vince Vaughn said it best in Dodgeball, where if you just don't plan and have goals, you never have to worry about missing them. And I think that's Starfleet Academy's whole purpose in life. If you just don't plan on being a good show, or want to get anything for your money, then Starfleet Academy is the way to go. I'm good, man. There's a lot we got to get into. I'm excited specifically for Pre-Order Mafia, but all in all, doing pretty well. How are you doing, Rad?
I'm good. Lots of pre-orders, so I'm just trying to figure out how the hell I'm gonna fit all those things with the wallet. What I say no, what I say yes. There's a few things that I'm definitely saying hell no to. But before we carry on, let's recognize the folks in the chat on this fine Friday evening. First off, we've got Commander Bly. Good evening, sir. As always, welcome on in. And first, as typical, Stu John Jetta, because if you're not first, you're last. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Caesar Director, good evening to you, sir. Meeks the Mod in the chat. What's up, man? Welcome. Be some. What's up, brother? Welcome. Good evening. We appreciate you all hanging out. The Max Rebo Experience. Thank goodness it's Friday. You damn right. Thanks goodness. And I'm looking forward to the weekend.
I miss TGIF on TV. That was great.
Jeez.
Way better than Starfleet Academy.
Do you miss TGI Fridays, the restaurant, or do you miss TGI with Urkel? What are we talking about?
I mean, both.
Okay. When we used to go and have buffalo wings and beer and watch Urkel, that was like the perfect duo.
That was at the block.
All right. Well, I just want to say one last thing. Oh, yes, Mr. Storm.
No, we'll hit up so far. If you put your comments in, anybody new comes in, we'll acknowledge it. But right now, there's a lot of talking going on back and forth in the chat, which is always a good thing.
The Jack Daniels burger hits you damn right, Meeks. You
yes,
damn right.
100%. Those Jack Daniels baby back ribs too. Pretty damn good, bro.
And if you haven't already checked out the newest podcast on the channel, that is Good Morning Toy Box, which kicks off our Friday. So thank goodness it's Friday. Yes, because you have back-to-back podcasts early this morning, 10 a.m. Pacific time. You got Mr. Storm Chat doing a weekend review of all things toys, and then you get to finish your evening into the weekend with PPI. So I'll pass it to you, Storm. Mr. Storm, let's kick it off.
Hey, man. We got a lot of stuff and everything. Get your seatbelts tight because we got a show tonight. And if you can look down from our table of contents and the topics, well, you know we're about to hit some stuff. We're going to start it off for, again, this is for everybody that's in the replay crew, or whether you're at home right now watching this live and you want to just grab a drink and maybe this something's not your cup of tea, then you can go to the kitchen and everything. Come on back. But we're running down where it's First Look Friday. That's what we're quoting it and everything. That's what Steve told me he was going to say. First Look Friday. I said, okay, let's go. We've got the MOTU movie figures. I know you've seen them all over the internet and everything, but we're going to give you our take on it. We've listened to everyone else, evaluated it. Now we're going to give you our opinion of seeing everybody else go through it. Same thing happened with Mattel's DC figures. They dropped some stuff. Oh, we got some stuff to talk about, Mattel. Now, to be fair and honest with them, it's not the collector's editions, but still, we're going to have some conversations. And we saw them. There could be only one. Well, not really, because there's been several people. But Henry Cavill's the latest person who takes up Highlander. And you know what? It doesn't look too bad. So we're going to have to see. We're going to see when it comes to the acting part in the story. We got your favorite segment, my favorite segment, Chet's favorite segment, Pre-Order Mafia. We got some Haya toys. We got some Mondo tonight, some hot toys. Mattel's back on the block. SH Monster Arts, who is an actual sponsor of the Shadowe Network YouTube channel. Told you this morning we will have an actual link to some SH Monster Art figures that you could purchase. There's a couple, so we're going to look at that tonight. We've got Four Horsemen Studios made the Pre-Order Mafia. There's some bucks I hear rolling out of people's pockets. Plastic news on SKN. They got a sinful popcorn bucket that's being released. We got a radioactive popcorn bucket. 2 in a week. That means we're starting to heat up things. Plumbers get clean. I don't know what they mean by that. Kaiju and Tiki. That doesn't sound like a good combination. Gotham Politics. Always see how the politics. First Blood. And 25 films enter a vault. And unfortunately, we lost a comic legend. We'll end the evening with the Syndicate Network and Discord shout out. Upcoming events. And also, as always, let's just start this off right now. Thank you to our Shadowe members. We appreciate all of you guys that actually are putting your time, energy, and your hard-earned money. The Shadowe Elite, the Syndicate, and the Prospects. We can't do this without you guys. We appreciate everything that you guys do, and it is most definitely appreciated. But you'll get a shout-out at the end of the show, too. So let's roll into First Look Fridays, as Steve called it, and we will hit up the very first one. Look, we kind of saw this Entertainment Weekly kind of brought it out. And they were like, hey, we're going to throw the movie figures. Now, also, there was a convention overseas that actually had these in hand. A lot of people were complaining because they said the size didn't seem like the MOTU, but I kind of thought they were going to do a different size with this. Now, if this is any indication of what they're going to do with their collector's edition of DC, I like the bucks and the articulation on this. So, it's looking pretty good. I think Skeletor, so far, what worries me, we haven't heard Jared Leto talk. I'll be the first. I'll stay at the first. Believe in Mattel. In 2027, they will cook with DC. MOTU is a preview of what's to come for the 6.5 figures. All right. We'll have to see that.
Yeah.
What do you think, Rad? What was your first indication to seeing? There's also Idris Elba did have one in his hand that they actually did a video of as well.
They look good to me, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm not a big MOTU collector. I did pre-order the 1/12 scale Mondo figures that got released, and they just dropped. I think you all talked about it. I made Good Morning Toy Box, I believe, of the Man at Arms figure. Look, I think the size scales well with most Masterverse figures. Hey, Patty. I love how Battle Cat looks. I like Leto looking. The Skeletor looks cool. like look good design.
Yeah.
So I think the packaging also looked great. I'm excited. I wonder what the price point will be if it's the same like Masterverse figures, 24 to $30. But I thought it was a good first shot. I I mean these figures look good.
Yeah.
They look pretty good, right? And hopefully the movie is great. But I was actually pleasantly surprised around this. Obviously, we don't know quite the articulation, but obviously it looks like they it got some pretty good movements here, and the head sculpts look pretty good too. So I think it was a really good first teaser or reveal to the line.
All right, Dr. Brentley, your thoughts, sir.
First of all, Battle Cat looks amazing. And I think my favorite out of this whole line is Trapjaw. He looks great. And if that's what the movie is going to do, I can't wait. This looks good. They look like, a human version of those original cartoon characters. I don't think you could do much better than this look so far. So I am optimistic.
All right. Mr. Maddox.
I am pleasantly surprised with these. I think that if you look at the detail in these, it's definitely a welcome change to the styling of the MOTU figures. There's a few in here that I want to get. Skeletor is obviously one of them. I'm a little worried about Skeletor. I want to know if it's more like, I just don't know if it's like why it's so shiny like that. That's a little weird. I'm not a big fan that Skeletor didn't have the like green. I mean, I can't. It's really hard to tell here, and I just haven't looked up the other photos if that's really the same green as it is normally. But look, like the doctor said, He-Man looks great. Skeletor looks great. I think they did a really smart job by not letting Jared Leto talk in the trailers. I think it's fantastic. It's smart marketing. Look, it could be the best version ever. It's going to be really hard to beat the Dolph Lundgren movie, but hey, we'll see. These are really good figures.
Be some in the chat. $24.99 for figures, $39.99 for Battle Cat. So actually really well priced.
That's pretty good.
Look, I will say one thing. Mattel has been pretty good on their pricing. I think a little expensive sometimes on their crossover MOTU stuff, depending on the figure itself. But $24.99 is a good gateway. What's up with Tila's figure though? Is that like that? I don't know. Maybe that's her movie design. That was the only one that was kind of
That's her first. When you first see her, that's her design.
Little off. I was hoping maybe to see the traditional, but $24.99 is a good price.
Remember, she had to fit in with Earth to go get He-Man back.
True.
Look, here's my thing. If they're releasing these figures at $24.99, and then that's going to be like the standard price for their figures, and those figures have the same style of articulation as like Hasbro, that's going to be a problem, because then that is going to look, if anyone can force down prices, Mattel can go toe to toe with Hasbro. And I think if this is like C's the director said, and to C's credit, he's been saying this since Jump. But if they're going to utilize this style of body, the way that these look, like they have ones that are like good muscle tone, like they have the flexibility on them, like Battle Cat's extremely flexible. If this is the style that they're eventually going to knock out, with going into DC, that price point is going to be a problem for Hasbro. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be a problem, because then you got to ask yourself, well, if I'm getting, and the other thing too is like, I don't know if we've seen all the accessories they all come with. So
exactly.
If you're stacking the accessories and the articulation is good and the sculpts are as good as this, and then you throw that into DC, and then now you have competitive DC figures again at that price, Hasbro's going to have to budge.
And I think it's the same thing too. $39 right around for Battle Cat is pretty good, because that's obviously it's a large animal and He-Man, but also if you look at that from the Hasbro point of view, they released last year Snake Eyes with the bear, and that's about the same pricing a big animal and the same thing. That ran over $44.
Yeah,
So
and the bear isn't as big as Battle Cat, by the way.
yeah, and so when
So-
you're in that one, that's making it a little tough for the competition. If they're coming out, this may propel Mattel to the top rankings, because pricing wise, you can't deny if you're getting bang for your buck. And if this, again, their articulation looks good, you're looking at all the skin tones and everything else. I think there was a couple of people like joking that maybe the Man at Arms doesn't quite look like Idris Elba, but that He-Man's dead on. That looks exactly like the actor. So I think they're good. Skeletor's fantastic. Again, this one, hey, you gotta give them credit when they're doing something and they're pushing the whole thought process of the industry up. The industry now has to catch up. So,
well, this is also a great way to get kids into a new line. It's not your father's version of He-Man. It's their own thing, and it's affordable. More than this other stuff. So I think it's a great idea for them, and they can sell more units this way.
Are we going to see? Are we going to see Panther? I didn't see him in the trailer.
I don't know. I've got to think that you can, because they're going to, or at least they're going to put it in the toy version, because of the fact that you're going to reuse that mold with Battle Cat, so you might as well kind of you're shaping into a different thing. These are cool, but I'm not accustomed to articulated MOTU. I'm kind of dumbfounded. Yeah.
That's the reason why these Mondo 112 scale figures look so great. And it's not the movie line. I mean, they're pretty penny, right? They're over $100. But I love that MOTU, they're starting to realize, and they started this a bit with their Masterverse line. We're starting to see more and more that, yes, the OG repops and re-releases of the figures from the 80s were great and collectible in the castles. This is the modern day. People want larger scale, highly articulated He-Man, and they're finally listening. And I know some of the OG collectors are a bit upset because that has stalled a bit of the original MOTU line and some of the figures that people are hoping to do, because I think a lot of those figures now don't show up in Targets because there's a lot of crossovers, and so you got to go to Mattel Creations to actually get these drops. But look, the new gen doesn't want those old toys that just sit and they're like we talked about turtle stuff. That's for us.
Yeah.
They want this. And to Dr. Brantley's point, this is what Mattel is hoping to make money on. So I'm excited.
Yeah, two things. Be some. I guess I got to deal be some because I didn't pay $65. So I think because I remember I dropped my order. Maybe that's because I saw it at a lesser price and I ordered it from someone else other than Hasbro Pulse. So I think I got lucky on that one. Somebody made one hell of a mistake.
Oh, Travis might have the comment of the night.
Yeah, wow. Guy's Man at Arms looks like Carl Winslow. They've been saying that actually it wasn't even Carl's Winslow. Someone had a mock-up. I think it was another podcast, but they had him it was Steve Harvey. They had like a face of Steve Harvey in it. And I was like, wow.
I was gonna say Sanford and Son, the son.
Yeah, Lamont.
Yes, Lamont.
It's a fitting.
They're hitting what's going on. Yeah, now Stu John gives a good point there. So, well, these would look great with my original Castle Grayskull. I got a feeling they're dropping another Castle Grayskull because that one, it kind of looks like it, but a little bit different for movie screen accurate. And one thing I will point out is that this may have and we'll use the term, the Black Panther effect. Black Panther, the parents, the fathers took their kids to see it. It was a hyped up movie. They went directly to the toy store and purchased something. MOTU, I got a feeling that this may also, if it's well received, kids are going to the store, that price range, of course you're going to buy him He-Man. And then dad's going to buy himself his original He-Man. It's a smart move, man. They're doing a really good job.
I mean, they have not released a Masterverse scale anything. Castle, Snake Mountain. It's all been for the OG line. So that would be great. To your point, Mr. Storm, give us a bigger castle. Give us a castle that's scale. It might cost like crazy because how much was that Mattel Creations Eternia? It was like $500.
Oh yeah, that was
crazy amount of money. I think it's like fetching like 900 now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it'd be cool to get that with that. So if this line does well, I'm sure that'll come.
I will give though. We will tag though definitely Travis's note for tonight. My kids, Elf on the Shelf, roll Battle Cat 1 year. Good times. Kids are dumb. Wow. It's by the power of Grady's skull. I'm coming. I pray to God Travis is working as a stand-up comedian because he's got some damn good material. Keep bringing it out.
I do hope that if they make a Castle Gray skull for the updated version, it's gray
or a junkyard. So from there, Mattel is they were at, like I said, they were at a convention overseas and they were bringing some heat, but a lot of people were like, they were thinking this is the collector's line for the new version of DC. This is not. This one's geared more towards younger skew. So not to worry because these. But here's the thing I was thinking, and I was talking to Chet about this. I think the biggest mistake that you can do is when you actually gear something towards children and it doesn't look as good as the articulated stuff for the adults. And I think that has a way of not working itself out. All those superpowers for DC over at DC Multiverse with Todd McFarlane was selling, but that was mostly to older collectors that remembered that line. I've given some to some of my younger nephews and they weren't really that interested in it. So they want to play with like classified. They want to play with things with more articulation. So I don't know if this is a good idea as like we were talking about He-Man and the Masters of the Universe movie figures. That might appeal to children more.
I just don't know who the hell sat down and decided on this as the first release.
I think this is stuff old in the warehouse he just pulled back out.
It just doesn't make any. It just there's no. So we talked about this is like it's like they got bit by Hasbro releasing like a wave of figures that don't make sense.
Yeah.
Like I just don't like okay, so you have Batman, like you have like a steroided out Robin just in his head. you have Flash who's little thick. And then like this Joker isn't from this era of Batman. I just don't I don't get this. This doesn't. It's like the build of
taking shots, man.
Yeah, Scott Dole is the only person that wants these articulated figures. Yeah, and I think the only thing that could top this off is if they did like a build a figure for I don't know.
That Joker looks like that's from like the 1980s.
It's like the 1960s.
Yeah,
like TV show. Like it's just. They can. They think they can sell cheaper toys to kids to get them hooked. Yeah, but not if the parents look at them and go like, "What the hell is this?" and don't buy it. And then they go.
Well, the one that's completely out of this, like Deathstroke, has no business being in.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is there's so many like okay, if you're gonna do Batman and Robin, Joker makes sense. What's the Flash doing in this?
Well, no, Flash is a kid's character. Everybody loves the Flash.
Like all of the characters, even Green Lantern. Like Deathstroke is so out of like I don't know.
Yeah, that one. Wow. Like, just his name. Can you imagine giving a kid? What's his name? Is Deathstroke?
Yeah. What's his name? I agree with you, Chad. I don't know what the lineup choices. To be honest with you, I mean, to be honest with you though. They don't look anything worse than some of the other kids stuff that's out there. Like I'd be curious on the packaging because one of the things for the kids packaging, we haven't heard him talk yet and haven't seen a voice out of it. So what Dolphin Runner is voicing Battlecat. You don't know. He could
into that.
He could. But it'd be cool if they actually put a little bit more effort in the packaging because the kids' toys usually are like garbage.
Yeah.
But look, they're kids' toys.
But it's I just called it. They don't want these toys back. Well, here's the worst part is that the imaging that they put of like Batman and Superman and everyone on the top of the new Legends Rise look nothing like the actual figures they put below. So, I don't know what they're thinking and what they're doing, but
the ones on the top look like the old Mattel figures.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say that it's like the 2000 versions on the top. And then the 1990s versions on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Early 90s, because that's like the Robin from the Robin miniseries. And
yeah.
and that Joker does kind of look like the Joker that murdered the other Robin.
Yeah.
So
from
Yeah.
Killing Joke.
but yeah, just shop these straight to Ross and Ollie's. And the only thing I can think for Deathstroke is, hey guys, we got a lot of blue and orange sitting around. What
Yeah.
characters can we do?
Exactly. Yeah, just do Deathstroke. And Mattel's AI is drunk from me some. Yeah. Yeah. And
I mean, if you're gonna go all out and scare the kids, let's put Bane in there. Like let's go Scarecrow. Let's just
That's what I'm saying is like just do that. Like this.
Let's just go all out. Just scare the shit out of the kids. Let's go.
Yeah. I don't know. Again, Dave, we haven't seen the collector's edition. Look now, MOTU, they brought it, the articulation. I've got to think that they're going to reuse that actual articulation bucket for their new stuff. If they don't, oh my goodness, it's going to be. I'm now more curious to see the actual collector's version. So,
are you going to pick up any of these?
Wait, you know what? I think we made a mistake. That is actually, go back. That photo is actually a snapshot of Super 7's new collector's line. So with a highly articulated detail. More to come later on Super 7.
Yeah. Well, again, like it is First Look Friday this weekend. Actually, the first look that they came, and actually one more before we got to actually go from the actual. Maybe it's because Deadpool was a copycat of Deathstroke. You never know. But they show some in-film footage, just stills of Henry Cavill in the role of Highlander. And you know what? Henry Cavill doesn't look bad in most of the stuff he does. We got to see if the script's there. We've got to see if the action and the everything else. I think it's from the director of John Wick. Am I not mistaken, Miss Dr. Riley?
I believe so.
Yeah. So, the action scene should be good.
And he's got the trench coat.
Yeah. He does. Oh yeah. Trench coat, there. The sword, everything else. Do you think that now, Highlander, it's like, let's not like knock over its legacy. It's been around for a while and it's stayed. So that means that it's in the actual public eye. No matter what we say, some of the series ups and downs, it's trekked and it's still here. Do you think Henry Cavill can propel this to an actual like top-notch franchise?
Yeah, I do. I think it's a passion project for him. And if you look at how he does and what he does with projects he's actually passionate about, they tend to be pretty good. So I'm cautiously optimistic about this. We'll see. I think he's gonna pour like he does like Highlander. I've heard him talk about it. So
yeah,
we'll see. He wants to be the only one.
All right.
And after they screwed him over on Witcher, and he was like, you know what? I'm gone.
Well, Witcher, Superman, I don't know what's up with these companies. They're screwing Henry Cavill all over the place.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And I just hope that they do have a character like this, some older actor that can bring in, I was trying to think like who they could get, but I don't know that they've announced anyone that would fill that role.
We're praying to God is not Pedro Pascal.
Well, look. I'm just gonna say, did they announce the cast? Do we already know that, or
they have a couple of cast members, but not a lot?
I mean, ideally, I would love to see, because it's the John Wick director, Ian McShane would be great in this role because he makes everything he's in better. But I don't think he's in the movie. But he would be great. Yeah.
So I was thinking like Liam Neeson or someone like that, but
gotta pay him.
Well, Liam Neeson actually takes a lot. He's got a very specific set of skills too. So
yeah. Meek says they need to make a Warhammer movie. I know he's been trying to get that. I know he's a huge fan of Warhammer. I've heard he's been trying to work on that himself as well. I
do love. One thing I appreciate about Henry Cavill, and I know that people have been back and forth on his Superman. I thought he was one of the best Supermen, and it's not his fault that some of the script and the movies were garbage. I like The Witchers, and I love that he was like, this is garbage. You're not staying true to the content, and I'm out. Not a lot of actors would have done that because it's a paycheck, and it probably got paid big for that Netflix show because how
Yeah.
big The Witcher is international. I respect somebody that does that and then jumps onto a project like this and says, I like Highlander, we're gonna make this good. And then Warhammer and anything else he touches. So I'm a Henry Cavill fan and I appreciate what he did because he left, and I know that last season he was a part of it was garbage. And I don't know if you all watched The Witcher lately.
I did. I watched the first season, not so much of the second season.
It is so bad.
Yeah.
So
I'm
excited. I'm excited.
He believes in Cavill and Highlander. This will do fine. I think it is. I think Henry Cavill does have enough cachet at the box office where it walks in. Yeah, he's my favorite Superman. I think he was probably one of the better ones. I think I would love to see him get better material. But you know, and
he could have, but you know, James Gunn was an ass and decided he was.
Well, again, I would have loved to see what Man of Steel 2 would have been, and just give him same thing with Ben Affleck. I would have loved to see a solo Batman movie with Ben Affleck. Just give them their shot, and then if it didn't work, it just did not work. But oust them when they were in just a dual film together, I didn't like that scenario. So
my favorite was when Henry Cavill kind of just quit Witcher. He then went on YouTube and posted a video of him building a PC that got more views than Witcher. So it's yeah, you guys messed up.
Yeah. And Stu John is asking the question, no, there can only be one. Well, we'll see. So moving on that, but hey man, it's time for our favorite segment, your favorite segment. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Pre-Order Mafia.
Leave the Super 7. Take the McFarlane.
Man. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, we got an update.
There you
really?
Go. Oh no.
Okay. Well,
thank you, Herman.
Look, he has not been great recently in things like Thor.
Has not been great recently.
Or Craven. Or, but still, no cannoli.
no cannoli yet, though. But, Lee McFarlane is getting a little love. Todd, I've been telling you, give us a little while. It's going to take it up. And you know what? I purposely did not, because Todd did some stuff this week, and I said, I just can't do it. I said, we got to just stop picking on the man, because he had some terrible stuff. I said, let's just leave it off.
But we still have the other intro ready to roll.
We do. He can work on it. But you know what? Hey, man, if this is Pre-Order Mafia, there's a ranking system with it, but I don't tell it the best. I leave that to Mr. Maddox. For our first time watchers, Mr. Maddox, what is Pre-Order Mafia and what's the rating system that goes with it?
Pre-Order Mafia is, as it says on your screen, a 3-tier rating system. Our first tier is made figure. That means that we like it, you should like it, we should pre-order it. It's something that we're all going to pick up. Our second tier is the forget about it, which means that we like it, we're not going to pre-order it, we don't think you should pre-order it. It's probably the waiting game is good. That's usually where forget about it. There are some forget about it that are very good that we don't pick up. I know RoboSun has been in there a couple times. And then there's Sleep with the Fishes, historically driven by McFarlane, but as you heard in the video, he has now been edged out by Super 7 by a long shot. These are figures that we just don't understand why you would buy them. And then there's always the hidden tiers. Sometimes it's the mob boss. Sometimes it's the cement shoes. So, that is Pre-Order Mafia, and pretty much has been working out pretty well for the most part. I think we've been right on most of them.
Pretty much too.
Also disclaimer: these are just our opinions. So
exactly.
Feel free to argue in the chat, and then we'll just inform you how you're wrong.
I will say that again, I don't know what the Travel Mitchell's doing, but he's giving full on pitches for Hollywood. I give credit. Man of Steel 2 pitch. Superman sent to the Phantom Zone, encountering Colonel Hardy, who has survived and learned to live inside a Kryptonian armor, then becomes beyond Thunderdome, but Superman. Kid.
I will buy the ticket now.
I got to tell you, there's, since Dr. Brentley are screenwriters in Hollywood, there's some executive be like, yeah, tell me more about that now. So
Well, but
what's
yeah,
this
but now,
Thunderdome?
but now the problem is that before you send that pitch,
Yeah.
they require you to pitch the popcorn buckets before they
Mhm.
want to read the pitch.
Are we gonna make money off of this?
And can we put Sydney Sweeney and Pedro Pascal in it? And that would,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
if you can get them to be in it, it's greenlit, regardless
Absolutely.
of story.
So let's roll up the first figure of the night right here. We got it right here. Here's someone who's actually been doing stuff, and so far they have not slept with the fishes. So they have the zero tolerance for this. But Haya Toys actually has another version of G.I. Joe. It seems like every week they're dropping one of these right now. And this is the the 118th version of the Cobra Eel. And I've got to say, again, if you're not going to get the classic line of Classified, or you're not going to go back and get the original Joes, this is a very early line to jump into if you're just on the fence about modern Joes. I've digged everything they've done, and this is another exceptional Joe. I love all the accessories and everything for it too. It's good, man. This one for me, it's a made figure.
Yeah, this is for sure right up there with me as well. It's a made figure, and look, I mean, it's $27. You can make the argument it might be too much, but Haya Toys though, man, the detail that they put on these 3 3/4, it's worth it.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
But it's the same price as a 6-inch Hasbro Joe.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if like the accessories and everything. I mean, it looks great, but I don't know if it's worth that same price.
Okay, all right.
I'd forget about it, but
all right, Rad.
Yeah, I think it's forget about it. And the only reason why is like I don't know the future of this line and whether or not Haya is going to be able to develop another 40 of these as a collector. I think as an individual figure, if you want this, I think it's really great. But as a collector mindset, like will they lose the license? Will they stop making these? What's the production? I hate when you start collecting and then like 8 figures in, they stop it. And so I would just say, forget about it. Not so much made for me. Oh, good. I wonder if it scales well with high aliens and predators.
I don't know.
Scale, possibly.
I think so.
Haya's making some great stuff. Haya Godzilla stuff is great. Not the best, but great.
Well, let me just say, G.I. Joe is not going to last against a predator or an alien. I'm sorry, especially a scuba guy.
Yeah, well, we got.
Well, I guess you haven't met Sergeant Slaughter, sir.
Well, I said a scuba guy. I didn't talk about Sergeant Slaughter.
Exactly.
Sergeant Slaughter could take on 6 aliens and 9 predators. Don't forget.
All right, so if you're looking for this, it's up for pre-orders, available still. Release will be first quarter 2027. A little time to wait for this. It's on Big Bad, a couple other places, also HayaToys.com. You can check it out through there. $27 US. We jump on from that. Mondo. So when Mondo teases something, let me express to you one thing. It's coming soon. And they have a couple of figures that have been selling out. I'm sure this one's going to sell out. I saw a preview of this at San Diego Comic-Con last year, and it kind of had it like, not so much, it said not final product, but I knew that they were going to do. And if you look at this and you're a big fan of Superman, the animated series, Mondo's going to hit your bucks with this one. I think they do a pretty good job with these, but this is going to probably cost you. What do you guys think about it?
I'm only upset because it's 1/6 scale.
Yeah.
But it looks great.
Look, I think they're dabbling in the 112, so maybe we'll see some 112 if the MOTU stuff takes off. I mean, from what I can tell, so it's the movie, right?
Superman the animated TV
the animated series.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they make some great figures, man. Expensive.
Meeks is right on it. I vote to have Rad dress up as Sergeant Slaughter.
Damn right. I better get in the weight. Better get in the weight room.
Yeah.
Although I've seen Sergeant Slaughter now, it's a little bit.
Well, he is almost like 80 years old, bro,
and he's still rocking out, bro. He's still signing copies of G.I. Joe, baby.
Stu John says to forget about for me. Look, I think it's a forget about it. I think it's good. But Mondo's the price too high. Some stuff that I don't go for. But I like the stuff they've done. What do you think, Dr. Rinley?
Well, the one thing I will say is that I think people will buy it just for the original Superman logo.
Yeah.
They don't, the new one, the James Gunn one, isn't it.
Yeah.
This is what people want with Superman. So, it might have that, although the scale is wrong for most people.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we'll move on from there, and we'll jump into something that everybody. And look, I know they started off late, but boy, they're going to make up for it and everything. Hot Toys is releasing a couple of things. It's been if you've had any form of anybody that's watched Netflix and they love this movie, you damn straight know that this is one of the most talked about things for the last almost 8 months. And that's K-pop Demon Hunters. But, Hot Toys was like, look, we can make some standard stuff. We're going to make some stuff that's really going to cost. And $280 a figure. And one of the characters, I think Mr. Max said, was at $320.
Yeah, I think she's 320.
Yeah, so, that's, look, I don't know if in most households they're going to unite all of the Demon Hunters or just going to be one or two on the shelf, because that's a little expense. I don't know if this is for the standard collector. I don't know if they have that. I would love to see if they have that market for this. I'm curious to see if these fly off the shelf right here. But, look, Rad, you have a little kitty in the house and everything else. Have you had to watch this movie 100 times?
She's a little too young, but the damn music is always on. So I mean, this thing is just on repetitively. It's the phenomenon for sure. I just adults watch it as well, so I'm sure these things will fly off the shelves.
No, I stand corrected there. 260. I think I just one place I saw that sells Hot Toys was charging for Rumi 360.
A little extra, and because he's
come
typically
on,
the
Meek.
leader, I guess, costs a little bit more.
Come on, Meek. If someone in here, someone in here is into these, you'll be banned instantly. Hey, all collectors are welcomed. All collectors are welcome.
Like I said again, the man of the hour.
Hey,
like I said, it's Chad. Look at these handsome devils. Sir, your flattery will get you everything.
Yeah.
I'll see that 199 back tonight. Sir.
Yeah. That guy really has a way with words, man.
Get on to it, man. If you guys haven't actually subscribed to the channel, please go over there and do it.
He's also playing through a lot of old Batman games. Dude, it's made me want to start playing those games.
Wait,
man.
like what Batman? Like Arkham?
He did. So he did Arkham.
Oh man, the best.
Chad, it's Chad. I don't remember where you're at currently, but he did like Arkham, and it's been like awesome watching. It's just like
they're
the best. I love playing the old Batman stuff and the old Spider-Man stuff.
I keep telling him I stink at video games. I'm trying to get my skills up enough so we can play one night. But he's really kind of inspiring a new way on this channel, and more power to my brother. Like I said, Commander Bly, damn, this was a Hot Toy flight, but me just ruined it.
Commander had that. He already had that. He was about to pre-order all.
There you go. Now look, I will say my parents even said, "Hey, have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters?" I'm like, "What?
Yeah,
you watch this?" So these might sell a lot better than people think. Like people that would have no, business ever watching or buying something like this might be inspired to.
Well, I've never bought Hot Toys before, but now,
As Chad said, he did the Origins, Asylum, and City. We'll do Night and the DC DLC soon. But like I said, again, it's always interesting. I love the new direction this channel's going into. And it's fun. That's what it's supposed to be about. It's about being fun. But thanks, Meeks, for ruining Commander Bly was going to sponsor the flight. Now you just ruined that. Thank you so very much.
Yeah, bummer.
All right. Well, we'll move on if you think that's it and everything else. So that Mattel said, hold on, Hot Toys. Heck no, you don't get to do that. We got a whole assortment of stuff.
Oh no!
The money train, just back up the money truck, baby. Here we come.
Can I tell you something about this though? Like I am excited for this for a couple of reasons.
Yeah.
Number one, I love the fact that Mattel is the forerunner on jumping into articulated toys for girls.
Yeah.
This is great. I know that they're doing like the 1/6 scale as well, things like that. But this is great. I love seeing this because I don't think there's a lot of people that take a lot of work on this. Meek said, "Oh my god," and that is actually in response because Meeks didn't know about that, and now he's pre-ordering all of this.
Well, he's got some kids in his house too.
Well, no, he's just upset because his daughter is watching right now. And probably
she's like,
"Hey, Dad,
you're buying that.
I need all of that.
This is why.
Hey, just stay tuned to the channel because we will be doing Polly Pocket Tiny Capsule Unbox featuring Chet Maddox. So I'm looking forward.
Hell yeah!
There we go.
Oh, Carmen.
Taekwondo
grit.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing that I give credit to. Like exactly now, here's the thing they're getting heat on, is because there's a bit of a controversy with this, and it just brought into that the American Girl line. Everybody's like, well, wait a minute.
No, I was going to say something if you didn't, because those look terrible.
They've been getting like chunked online and everything else like that. Because you see, they don't look like the actual.
What's up,
Marcelo?
Marcelo, what's going on, man?
They said they don't look like the actual characters. And I was like, yeah, but hey, Mattel's trying to, look, it takes a lot for them to do that. It's going to have to ship to Chet's house so it doesn't get stolen by porch pirates and everything. Yeah, definitely. Well, if he's not home, he knows I check it. Please don't show this to my daughter.
Hey,
Too late.
Marcelo, if you could just take the headphones out real quick. I just want to say something to your family. Get over here and look at this.
Look, I love the fact keychains. These could be legit called dollies if it's okay, and absolutely it would be, man. And this is what it is. Look, I give Mattel credit. Mattel's done Barbie well.
They have.
They've done obviously the Monster High, which is really that Elvira doll was going crazy.
I love Monster High. I'll just go on record forever on the internet. Monster High is a great line.
I'm glad that they're branching out. They're giving more things to the fans. They're actually smart by legitimately getting in newer fans. I think that the standard Mattel figures are going to do well for them. And you're right, Chet. It's nice to have articulated and, like our friend Chad said, dollies into the hands of an actual audience that has been kind of like left behind, man. So
they've been left behind. The other thing that this did was piss me off because I was like, you're still making Polly Pocket, but we can't get Mighty Max.
Yeah, well, again,
Hey, can we get MOTU Mighty Max? Can we get that?
That might be cool.
We could and we should.
We get that? Mattel, are you listening?
Yes.
I mean, if you're looking to capitalize on IP, Mighty MOTU Max.
My sister got those Polly Pockets when they came out, and Castle Grayskull would be a perfect case for them. I mean, it's perfect. My daughter played with 80s Star Wars toys, MOTU, She-Ra, and TMNT. She knows what's up.
There you go. Yeah, very smart.
Thank God she's leaving now. Don't worry.
Don't worry. Like I said, we have a chance and everything, so we'll break that up. And the next one, and again, we're gonna start this off by saying that the SH Monster Arts is an actual sponsor to the Shadow Nose Network. But let me excuse what we said, because our contract is written. We have the right to say whatever we want to say. So it's not like they're paying us or doing anything. We can't be legitimately honest or hawking their stuff or whatever. We've kind of actually said that if you want us, you're going to have to let us talk. Now, they knew that I was a Godzilla fan, so they pretty much knew that I was already in their pocket.
That's true.
But there's a brand new Godzilla hitting the market. We showed you one this morning. It was the Burning Godzilla from the movie. I believe that was the one with Destroyer in it, and that was up for pre-order some time ago and everything else. Well, they actually had the Godzilla, the monster, for the ride. They showed that this morning. That went up for pre-order today. This is actually Shin Godzilla, and it's up for pre-order today. It comes with the second form, third form, and a giant unknown creature set. This includes all three forms, and they do that quite well. This set goes up for pre-order today. Will be released as a set in August, and is priced at $99 US. If you have these figures, and I actually have, the ones that they sent us right here, which is look, they knew it. They got me a Godzilla, brother. They know what they're doing. They're incredibly smart. I love the detail. This one actually has lights. If you pop them off and everything, you turn them on, and all the flame effects and everything. Really cool. I totally enjoy most of these Godzilla figures. I think they're doing a good job. SH Monster Arts, SH Figure Arts. They're trying to get more into the eye of the collectors.
Hey,
Casper
Kessler
Grace.
Grayskull, welcome back. Appreciate it. I
Yeah.
guess the question for me is, did you enjoy your Pabst Blue Ribbon Godzilla while you were unboxing the Burning Godzilla?
No,
Were
I
you
don't.
drinking
I don't do that when we're actually unboxing or doing work or anything else like that. And actually, to be quite honest with you, I just got them actually to put the cans on the shelf. I'm not into hardcore drinking anything, but I just like the designs. I like the fun of them, and also same thing, man. Again, I love having these. Look, this doesn't take up a lot of shelf space. It just sits there. It's a great figure, looks good. Mr. Maddox, we had a bounty, and I was like, I knew he was a Gamera fan. I know we love the kaijus here, and they sent him the Gamera figure, which is really great, really articulated and everything.
I love this figure so much.
Steve, put it. There you go. Yeah,
Yeah, but
great
to
looking
be
figure.
fair, this is gonna probably end up on your shelf because you are more into the kaiju than I am. But this is my favorite one because this is what Ninja Turtles should have looked like.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's pretty rad.
Yeah, no, man. I think it's really good. And again, there's going to be a link that we will put in the description for more SH Monster Art figures. We will be reviewing them a little bit more. Mr. Maddox will be doing the great unboxing that you've seen that drops on Saturdays every now and then. And then we've got the Kaiju Files, and this is not Steve. Do not blame Steve or anyone else like that. This is me trying to work this into my schedule to do the Kaiju Files. I have totally dropped the ball on that. I will do better. Get that out. But we got some good things planned for the Kaiju Files. So, SH Monster Arts. Look, we're not going to rate this because of the fact they're a sponsor. I don't think that's in the point of just going through that scenario. You guys can decide for yourself and everything, but definitely check that out. Also, discuss that too. We'll be putting a SH Monster Arts like little section on the Discord where you can talk about that and all of our sponsors, Plastic News, everything. You can go right to our Discord, get all that information right there. From there, not all, because this is Rad's line, and when Steve was telling me, like, I think in the doghouse with Rad, so we really need to come up. So thank God I could put this in. But Cosmic Legions dropping 8 figures that are coming on you. And Rad, I think you're best to describe this because the only one I really have is the ATL 25 that we got over at Toy and Landing last year, and I love that figure. But I think you're more of a Cosmic Legions and also the Mythic Legions fan. What's the appeal for this line, and how deep is it?
Yeah, I mean, some of these figures you could have gotten in the past. They're now available again to grab them, and others are brand new. Look, I think anybody that have been watching the channel, we've talked about Horseman figures in the past. There's 2 lines, primary lines, the Cosmic Legions, and then you got your Mythic Legions, so more of the fantasy, the dragons, the knights, the wizards, and all things cool. And then you've got obviously more of the space, if you will, and some like really interesting cool characters here. It's an expensive line to get into. These will not show up at Ollie's or Ross, as many of you know, but they are incredibly awesome. Packaging's great. Customization is next level. I mean, you could buy 4 figures and make 3 or 4 different figures completely. And so look, if you don't have to invest and get 95 of them, but if you see 1 or 2 figures that appeal to you, take a chance. They're really cool figures, and I think that's how I started. I don't collect 900 of these things like big time horseman collectors do, and some of these figures here are available for a really great price either on their site. I think BBTS also has some good pricing on these particular ones, so it's an entry level figure. Give it a shot. My recommendation would be definitely buying some of these. They're not all amazing, but I would say some of them are great. So if you are a figure collector, it's worth your while for sure. So, and again, no paid promotions, no friends of the channel. This is just straight talk. I mean, look, they make figures, and I think if you're a collector, you know the things that they've done in the industry. So Some cool characters, but Cosmic Line could fit with some Star Wars stuff. So we got a lot of Star Wars dudes in the chat. Maybe introduce a couple of these cool characters into your displays or dios.
Really quick, if we can go back one.
The She-Ra.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
you're
well,
talking about
the slide, yeah, sorry.
Okay. Okay.
The skull one there in the middle.
Altor, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that they had done that one. I'll probably end up grabbing that one.
Okay.
I got you.
Looks the best to me.
I got you, Chet.
Yeah. Yeah, we should have known. Should have known everything. You need hot toys, like Mezco, the Four Horsemen or something. Just call them Rad, ever ready Rad. Also, look, one thing if you guys don't think our education on the Mythic Legions and Four Horsemen, you guys should check out the Purple Gang Saturday live stream.
For sure.
They are into that line and
deeply embedded.
You will get a massive education over there.
Yep.
But look, we always say what's cool is cool. We're bringing up, and again, ATL 25 was one of my best figures of the year. I love the character, the sculpting, it's the weight of it. Really good figure. Castle Grayskull, I said one thing is like, how about some Dune action figures? I would love to see someone do some better Dune action figures than McFarlane. So I would like to see that actually, because that's an immersive world, and I think it does need to have a little bit more.
Let me show one figure real quick, because
we got time.
Look. So this one right here, this is not on pre-order mock, but this is the Kernan Ray figure. This is part of the Cosmic Legions line. It probably released a few months back. If you look at this, man, this looks like straight out of Star Wars lore. And so what I'm saying is, like, a figure like this is super cool, right? And it could fit into your display. It doesn't need, this is one that stood out, that it was just like, this is a futuristic. It could be cyberpunk. It could be all cool things. So again, we're not promoting. I'm just saying they make some really unique sculpts, and that one in particular with soft goods, again, is really nice. So worth the time to look into.
Well, I'll say, I've picked them up and everything. It's a made figure line, and they're made by a line of makers that really do a really good job. So it made, craftsmanship and everything. So they're doing great jobs to be a semi-independent. I know they're a little bit more than the standard little independent guys now. They've kind of moved their way up and everything, but can't wait to see a little bit more.
The only thing I will say about them is I pre-ordered a figure last year on June 6th.
Yeah,
and it still is not shipped. So, and apparently, like, people were getting these, the Faden and Fanos or whatever they were.
Yeah. I have seen them started shipping.
Yeah,
I know a couple of people haven't gotten those. Yeah,
I haven't gotten them, and I remember.
But you did get the Ganesh figure, right? Pretty quick.
Yeah, I got that one like instantaneously.
Yeah. So
look, there are things I'm very picky about what I'm collecting.
Yeah,
and there are just some things that they do. Figure Obscura is my favorite version of what they do. But Maltor is one that I forgot that they had done. But yeah, and when you take out a Mythic Legions figure of any kind, they're very well built. I think that they're not very articulated at times, but they're awesome. And all 25 was a great figure. They're doing another one for Toylanta with Brett this year. That's very good. So yeah, all in all, it's pretty awesome. I'm happy to see that they got some stuff coming out. Castle Grace Skull said, with a moving big ass sandworm that can be ridden.
Sandworms.
Well, that'd be a surprise. Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, I hope you guys enjoyed Pre-Order Mafia. But again, we got the show keep rolling. We got some interesting things to go on. Plastic news on SKN. That is right. Plastic news brought by our sponsor, plasticnews.com. For all your toy entertainment news, head over to Plastic News, your trusted news source. Yes, I'm just reading off a prompter. Right there. We started off with popcorn bucket, and I can tell you this one is absolutely pissed me off. The nearest theater that had it was in Fullerton, California, and it was raining and everything. I'm not driving there, but they're in select theaters. They put it online for 5 seconds, and then I think somebody made a mistake and they pulled it. So now the scalpers have gotten a hold of this thing, and it's normally $27.99. I saw it as high as about 115 at the moment. So, yep. It's just it's the plastic news.
See, I wish
Yeah.
that they were doing popcorn buckets like this when El
Yes.
Mariachi and Desperado
Oh yeah.
was
Oh,
in the
wow.
theater, because I would have loved to seen a bucket like this for that those movies. That's
Yeah.
cool popcorn
Well, this
bucket.
one actually is a metal tin too, which is kind of cool.
Nice.
And again, it's been all over the place, but the Sinners is back in theaters celebrating its record-breaking 16 Academy Awards, and Warner Bros. Is extremely happy because it made them a bunch of money. It's shaped like a guitar case, 72-ounce collectible, retails at $27.99. It comes with a large popcorn. Not currently available line. The only way that you can get this enhanced is participating AMC theaters. I don't know if we're going to see this come back around, but again, the prices on all the Facebook groups and everything is astronomical, but this is cool. It's like a touring guitar case and everything. So, we'll happen to see that, and then let's put it. Sorry, guys, it's Friday night. Let's all laugh a little.
That's right.
No. We could do, like I said, it's all about having fun. You're having fun. We're having fun. So from there, another popcorn bucket, because this is getting to be kind of a thing. And here's one that I thought that made sense, since you guys are so big into the whole Toxic Avenger kind of thing. I thought, well, why stop with that bucket? We might as well get ourselves some Fallout buckets right here. It says the Vault Tech popcorn numbskull will be available starting the 29th, which is the other day. Numbskull is officially 28-ounce Fallout TV popcorn bucket is available for pre-order right now, and it's now on Amazon. And on the 29th release date, it will be made it's actually made of actual tin, which that's kind of cool, not plastic, and it's rugged enough to survive in the wasteland. Now, this is the second, because last year they did have an actual Amazon version of one, and this is a little different from there. I think the Amazon one was plastic instead of it actually being metal, but I do like the way it has the radioactive stuff and everything else. It's like, I don't know if you saw this on somebody's counter. I don't know, and I gotta, I give credit where Castle Grace Yummy with radioactive melted butter. It's probably why this side of it's all melted off. So. Guys, anybody up for this one?
At least it looks like it can hold popcorn. The Sinners one looked like it holds maybe a handful.
Oh, it does, because it's about the size, a little bit larger than a phone. It's not that large of a case. So, it's not like you're slinging this over your shoulder.
Right? It's what's the point? It should hold at least a small popcorn or something, but this one looks like, that's a popcorn bucket.
Yeah, I'm a big Fallout fan. This is a really good bucket. I'm not gonna get it. It's good though.
And what about you, Mr. Rad?
Nah, it's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Okay, all right. Well, we got that. Well, like I said, you can get all your radioactive buckets on Amazon or any place else you get your popcorn bucket needs. Don't do it from eBay or anybody else. Just pass it, because these things is going for high prices all over the place. From there, we roll on to You Can Smell Like a Plumber. That's right. Last week you got the chance to smell like a couple other things.
You don't need stuff to smell like a plumber. Just throwing it out there. I mean, I appreciate the hardworking man, woman in the plumbing industry, but I think it doesn't require Mario soap to smell like a hardworking individual.
Well, from the guy, they retired the black dude on the horse for a couple of months, and they said, it's like, I love to scrub myself up a little bit of a little Old Spice and everything, so you can get them. And the 31 tastes better. Yeah, true, Mario. And yes, this for real. Yes. I know. Last week, yes, the same thing. Yes.
They wouldn't be outdone by Dr. Squatch. It's like
we do not. Last week you smell like donuts. This week you smell like a Cosmic Quest. I don't know what that smells like. Desert Detour. Why does Luigi always get the crap? Boy,
he gets a haunted house and the desert.
Yeah, just Desert Detour. That's actually like a plumber. And then Castle Crush. Nothing will beat the Godzilla and Gong soaps. I know, no, but they're going to try. Old Spice has partnered with Nintendo for a Super Mario Galaxy movie-themed product line featuring special deodorants, body wash, and scents based on characters. Again, leaks for early 2006 reveal, among others, Cosmic Quest Mario, Desert Detour Luigi, and Castle Crush for Princess Peach. Since alongside new character renders, but guess what? That's not it. If you want to see what it actually looks like too, here's the deodorant right here. So, and also you got some body wash.
Well, I mean, you didn't include the bathroom spray, which is Koopa Poopa spray.
But they do also have another flavor over here, Space Mischief. Game over Old Spice. Yeah, Old Spice is trying, bro. Marcelo, they tried. But
it smells like Luigi in here. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. It was one of those things where I'm like, boy, everybody's pulling out all kind of stuff over here. But our resident trier of these things, now Dr. Scrutch actually has an actual subscription over at Mr. Maddox's house. We will be sending Mr. Maddox out to actually get himself, well, let's go Cosmic Quest and everything, because I think Desert Deep is more Luigi. Nobody cares about Luigi.
Wait, we're doing. I'm doing these ones.
Yeah, we're gonna have you. Yeah, you've done all that. You got. I know you're waiting on the donut soap.
Yeah.
So now you can actually put some little Old Spice and everything.
Yeah, I got. Look, I will work with Steve on this. The intro to the YouTube unbox. It's a shower time. And then you can just,
add that one where it's like, I wonder if he powers up. It's so boop, 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 boop.
Might have to be members only, though. Might have to be members only.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But check they're out right now. You can actually go and get them. So check with your local, CVS or wherever if you have some kind of pharmacy.
Or hey, since I'm already picking them up, if you want one, let me know in the Discord, and I'll go and get you the ones I'm not gonna wear.
There you go. We'll get him some coveralls too, red shirt and little hat, everything. So when he's going in the store, so we'll get that. So hey, but that's not the only madness we got going on tonight and everything. Godzilla's taking drinks. Oh yes, he is and everything. The monster of mass destruction returns in a gorgeous green glaze. The shareable tiki drink bowl, and it's not a cup, it's a bowl, is also known as the Scorpion's Bowl. Features a sculpted mural of Godzilla centerpiece inspired by the Toho 1968 film Destroy All Monsters, or Destroy Your Stomach if you drink enough of this stuff. It's a limited edition priced at $90. You can go over to mondoshop.com to pick yourself up your Godzilla Tiki shareable bowl and everything. Interesting. I did not think that. I like how the ice goes in. I was thinking about buying this for Dr. Brentley, though.
I don't know how you would drink out of this thing except with a straw, maybe.
Hey,
I mean, if you look at it close,
I think
it looks like an ashtray. It looks like there's cigarette holders there.
It was, but then he repurposed it. This probably was made in 1968. They're like, what can we do? Warehouse full of what can we do?
I mean, let's be honest. This is an ashtray. Marketed as a drink cup.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is like if you look at it close, you're not drinking out of this.
Let's be 100% accurate with this here, Mondo. This we know who this is for and what this is, so you can say tiki drink bowl. But we know who's ordering and where this is going. So.
I mean, it is pretty big. It's 8 inches tall from the bottom to the top of Godzilla. So,
well,
I will give credit. This is more like a Star Wars space slug. It does, it probably would, like out of Empire Strikes Back. They probably could repurpose that a little
coming
bit.
Out.
And yeah, the Castle Graves was like, no, I'm gonna pass on this one. I do think that would be passing, but. Hey, again, we just bring the stories that's there. Try to put a little fun and humor in your life and everything.
I don't know if I'm going to pass on this, to be honest.
I will go full nerd and name the slug as a Xenogorth. Oh, God.
Exogorth.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow.
True.
Well, we'll just move on from that and everything else like that. Look, I got to tell you, we don't get political on the show, but every now and then there's a story that grips us, and we're big comic book fans here, and every now and then it's nice to see one of our heroes do something. Now I will mention this. This is Southern California, well, actually California, so don't be shocked by this because we're not. Halfway through a 6-hour meeting between the Santa Clara City Council, where the Super Bowl is being held at, actually. City authorities and Santa Clara Stadium Authority on Tuesday. Batman arrived, confronted the officials over the city's stance on cooperating with immigration and customs enforcement on ICE. At least we think it was Batman. You can never tell. According to a number of emotional pleas, this one man in a Batman suit, introduced by the chair as Batman, and he was, I watched the video, you have to watch the video, it's stood up with a patched speech. Now, first of all, I'll say I've never seen or heard Batman use this language. Now, I don't understand why he's out here in Southern California when Gotham's all messed up. Everybody knows. So I don't know what he's coming out here for, but I was telling Dr. Brentley, I don't know if he thought he was going to get a lawsuit or whatever, but that is the cheapest ass Batman suit I've ever seen. It looks like Acme's Wile E. Coyote show up. It's always California with stuff like this. I will give you that, CS. The minute I saw this, it's like, yeah, this is our home state.
Well, the thing is, you missed the Deathstroke costume right afterwards. The bright orange blue that came through.
Yeah, did he use Batman's voice? No, he actually didn't. Actually, he did not. But he used some. He dropped some F-bombs on the city council members. And I saw, if you watch the video, there's a city council member, and when he walks up, the city council member shakes his head, and he was like, "Oh God!" And as I looked at it, I was like, you know what it reminded me of? Is like you watch like The Dark Knight, and remember when the Joker took the fake Batman? And he had him tied up to the chair and he was beating him up and he was like, "Oh, you think you're Batman?" And he was like, that's exactly what this looked like in real life. First of all, this man drove up. It wasn't like he went and changed in the bathroom. This man walked into the actual chambers with his bat ears and everything and a long cape as well. And he just walked, and like people were sitting there and like people weren't turning their heads like, what the hell is this? It was like a normal Friday night city council meeting. It was like, oh, well, here's Batman. So now the bad part about this was that, although it's passionate plea and everything, he was a little bit upset about the situation and everything else like that. He had to yield his time to Lex Luthor, who wanted to talk about building his next megaplex. So there's a problem when that happens. He opened up, he had the whole Legion of Doom sitting back there. It was a whole big thing, man. Just don't do this. If you live in your hometown, don't do this. This is not going to work well for you. This man probably might be out of a job today because his job is like, yeah, no, we can't have you go to city council meetings. Like
nobody knows who he is. He's Batman. His identity is hidden. He's definitely not Bruce Wayne, a millionaire.
Yeah, it's like I have a leather cat suit. I guess I'm Catwoman.
No, if you show up at a city council meeting, you can be.
If a Two-Face comes out, I would have lost it. Oh man, let me tell you, yes. Like you have to watch the video. It's funny as hell. Should have randomly yelled the word Rachel. I knew the chat was gonna get on this one. Well, again, this is California products. Yeah, California politics and everything. We try to keep politics out of it, but unfortunately, it somehow comes in. But don't do this. Don't go to city council meeting. The people want to take you seriously. Don't dress up as Batman or Green Lantern or anything else. Please don't do that. From there, Rad put this in, and everybody's excited. Rambo prequel begins production, and this one's looking good. Why don't you take it away, Dr. Brantley?
John Rambo is heading to the front lines. The latest feature in the revived Rambo franchise has started production in Bangkok, Thailand. So at least they're doing it correctly. Lionsgate will distribute director Jalmari Hillander's movie that tells the origins, I'm sure I pronounced that correctly, the origins of the titular character. It is set years before the events in First Blood, the 1982 film that starred Sylvester Stallone and adapted author David Morrell's novel of the same name. Noah Centineo, who stars in this year's Street Fighter, plays the lead in the new movie.
Look, I thought when he said a prequel, I thought they might modernize it a little bit, but now they're going to take this way back to it's going to be before Sylvester Stallone. So, because I thought they were going to do it and just reboot the entire series and everything. But interesting, man. Look, we've not seen Sylvester Stallone. Well, that's not true. But they did have Rambo and the Freedom Fighters animated cartoon that was Sylvester Stallone. So, but it's going to be interesting to see another take on this. And can he push this character? And yes, Mauricio, only in America can Batman show up to see council.
This is a great poster. This is a
Yeah.
great
It's so
teaser.
good.
Yeah,
It's so good.
it's
Well,
I'm looking forward to it. If done
Yeah,
well,
simple.
this
Mhm.
goes back to reintroducing Rambo to a new generation. So if they do it well and they tweak it a bit for a new audience and stay
Yeah.
true to some of the roots of the character, it could be a big winner.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it
And
looks
also,
like they're taking it seriously.
yes. Yes.
Yeah.
They're not joking it up like 3 and 4 and 5 started to get a little like, okay, this
Yeah.
is too much. But this looks like, it's cool going back to Vietnam, seeing his backstory. And there's plenty of stories they can keep telling back in Vietnam for a while.
Yep.
Thailand is great. Man, do I have stories? Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh. I don't think we can tell those stories on this
Yeah,
channel.
that's be a members only one. They're like, say that for a little bit later. Yeah, Slash Rapper would have been storming into Social Security offices.
He'd be in the Social
Where's my
Security
check?
office. He's like, hey, where's Rachel?
yeah, that was working. Also, you've got to think that again, it's interesting to bring it back. I think he's a character right now that always holds a very good heart. And Sylvester Stallone it's nice to see someone pass the torch on instead of having it taken away from him. And I think he did a great job of doing that with Creed. And so I think this is going to be also another franchise that's going to live beyond the actual actor that originally starred. I think it's a smart thing. Can't wait to see it. And I know we saw that Castle Gray said, wonder if Sly will make a cameo. That would be cool to see if you make a cameo, to be honest with you. I think so. So I have to see the trailer because I can't take the Street Fighter series now. Yeah, well, yeah. I think this is not going to go the way as a Street Fighter or anything else. I think they're really going to do a good job for this. All right. Well, from there, we'll jump into this was a story that Dr. Brintley wrote up. So, Dr. Brintley, take it away.
The 25 films get honored. The Library of Congress on Wednesday revealed 25 films. It is adding to the National Film Registry movies that span the silent film era as far back as 1896 to Wes Anderson's 2014 9-time Oscar-nominated Grand Budapest Hotel. 2025 National Film Registry includes John Carpenter's The Thing.
Yes.
If you have not seen it, see it.
Movie, yeah.
As long as you're not very squeamish.
Yep.
Karate Kid, 1984.
Yep.
Truman Show.
Yeah, good one.
The Incredibles.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Inception.
Great movie.
Yep. Clueless. I don't know.
Come on, man.
understand.
For the era. For the
I
era.
Yeah, for the era.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm,
I
sure.
get that.
And
Mhm.
Glory, which definitely
yeah.
deserves to be on.
Denzel.
Absolutely. Wow.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
nice.
These
to
are
see
these are all great, man. Solid.
Yeah.
Like I was just gonna say what Commander Blythe said. Really solid addition. Yeah,
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
solid additions, and then I'm with its chat as well. The thing is very
Well, let's be honest.
Very
The
good.
two best John Carpenter films ever were
Oh.
that and Halloween, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah.
Like, those are like the classics.
Uh,
Could be debated. There's many more, but if you don't see those two first,
Oh.
you don't understand John Carpenter.
when you see Keith David and Kurt Russell sitting at the end of that movie, you're like, wow, it still grips you somehow. It's a perfectly written movie. I saw Glory in the theaters, great movie. One of Denzel Washington. It's the one that he got his first Oscar for, and he deserved it too.
Mhm.
And also Patrick Broderick. Patrick Broderick
He
did a
was
pretty
great in
damn
that
good job
too.
in that
Yeah.
movie too.
Oh yeah,
So let's
great,
And-
great.
That's also where I think most people got introduced to Morgan Freeman
Yes,
in a
yes.
big way.
Yeah,
And, he
Yeah.
kills that.
Great
Yeah.
films, man. I think this is very smart. The Incredibles. We were sitting at Man's. No.
No.
Sorry, the El
El
Capitan Theater.
Capitan.
I remember in that theater. Good Lord, if you ever want to have your blood cut off, your circulation, your legs, go to that theater. They made seats for people that lived in 1920 because that was the most painful one I've
Metal.
ever sat through.
You know what's interesting too is was this how many other Nolan films have been in this? I'm sure
I think
he
this
said
is
I
his
think
first.
the first one.
wow. I'm like Inception was incredible. I love that movie. Great
It is.
soundtrack. Glory
Says
89
director
awesome.
agrees with Glory, right there, man. Wow. And it's Chad. It's crazy to think now that The Thing was a critical and commercial failure when it came out. It's a
Yeah.
master class movie. You know what?
Mhm.
That's usually what happens. Though it takes sometimes a generation to catch up. and then it just lives on, because a lot of these movies that we see now that are classics, especially John Carpenter's, didn't start off well in the box office for a couple of them. Yeah, Cher, what are you wearing? The dress says who? Calvin Klein. I can tell that was from Clueless.
By the way, so Harmon, Big Trouble in Little China. Can we get some really great Big Trouble in Little China figures?
Oh,
for
please.
once?
I would love.
I mean, I
that.
know they've made them, but can we get some
Please.
detailed, articulated, like
Well-
can like Storm Collectibles get on this, Storm Arena, or
No. You need the Pork Chop Express.
You do.
You need Jack Burton sitting in and you need the monster coming out the back.
Yeah, you do.
That's a
You need
set.
all
That's
that.
a set that
Yeah.
would sell deluxe.
Yeah.
And not McFarlane making it, because then it'd be way too much money.
Yeah. No, but I would love to see that though. Great
Quick
film,
question.
great situation.
Ash or Jack Burton?
Jack Burton. Jack Burton for me, man. It's easy.
I don't know. Ash can actually take care of people. Jack Burton kind of gets through it by helping.
Well, that's what makes it so interesting, is that he claims he had skills and he couldn't even use an Uzi.
Do you think that they'll initially? Do you think at some point in time they'll put Over the Top in the vault?
No, that will never make it to the vault.
I think you're wishing that they'll be put in the vault. It won't be actually a movie theater vault.
What about Cobra?
No, I don't think he's making it for
It
that.
has a
Man.
possibility much more than Over the Top.
I
don't know, man. I feel like Over the Top, a lot of truck drivers can relate. You know,
Not before They Come in Peace makes it in.
which is fair. I think I Come in Peace should make it in. Pork Chop Express. What I'd rather have the ribs.
Snake Plissken.
That's
think
gonna
about
make
all
it-
this
yeah.
stuff that Kurt Russell, the iconic
Wow.
characters he's played.
So
man. What a
good.
I'll be honest with you, he's been around since he's a child actor, obviously, and
Yeah.
he's still around today. But like, he is kind of underrated a bit when it comes
yeah.
to the things he has done and the characters he has portrayed. It's pretty epic.
Well, I'll
I
tell you
mean-
right now, he was in that Monarch Legacy of Monsters. If you guys haven't watched that series,
Oh yeah, that's
it
good.
is a great series, and he and his son Wyatt do a fantastic job of playing the same character. But
Mhm.
Kurt Russell hasn't lost it, man. He's doing it.
This
Yeah,
is
when
what-
I
this
turned
is-
my head around, I became
This is why it needs to be in the vault. It's a great movie. Great movie.
Yeah, I got to tell you, brother.
I feel like I live on my own island when it comes to movies.
That is
The
that is
vault
gonna
will
be a
not
wish.
look. The vault will not be real until Under Siege is in it. I'm just going to make that very
Tango
clear.
Cash. Saw that in the theater. Dr. Brennan, didn't you and I see that in theaters? Tango Cash.
I don't know. We might have, because I remember it was at like a theater far away from us was the
Yeah.
only one playing.
I
it.
think so. Yep, I think we did. And then Soldier, hey, one of his best performances too.
And
Yeah,
you know what? When I was working at Paramount, they came out with a movie called Breakdown,
Yeah,
which
Oh,
is
yeah.
Kurt Russell, Kathleen
Mhm.
Quinlan, and
Love
JT Walsh. Great fun movie, a nice little cool like road trip thriller.
Did you do the trailer?
No, I was working at Paramount as a page, so you
Yeah.
know, doing the no good work. Soldiers,
But
all
he
through
did
the
get to
same
sit in the
future-
captain's chair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same future as Blade Runner. This
Yep,
is
it
true. A
is.
lot of
Mhm.
people don't know that.
Yep. It's like Rambo and Snake.
Someone make that a 2-pack.
I would
figure
actually
so I can
watch that
buy
movie. I would actually
2-pack Rambo
watch
and
that
Snake.
movie.
Better than Tango and Cash, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
There's so much sweaty. It's true. And cut. Let's
Well,
spray
you know,
him
they did have
down.
the Luigi
Oh yeah.
desert point. Yeah,
Okay, I agree with It's Chat on here. Fun story, and I'll get into it as a members only thing. But
Yeah.
Tombstone is a great drinking movie.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, that's starting down the path or something.
Well, it helps that Doc Holliday takes a drink every.
Well, yeah, you have
5
to take a
seconds.
shot every time Val Kilmer takes a shot.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
Well, Daisy, if you do.
You tell him I'm coming. Hell's coming with me.
Well, while we're laughing and everything, so we have a moment to actually give our respects to someone that's basically passed himself on. If you're into comic books and you don't know who Sal Buscema is, he's probably one patrons of the comic book families, the Buscemas, with his brother John. It's kind of like the Ramirez. They shaped what we all now today look at as all these great Marvel characters. And, you know, the man drew Conan, Spider-Man, the Submariner, most known for the Hulk and everything, but also being the younger brother to John Buscema, who did, if you've ever seen a great Spider-Man run, his brother did that well. So the passing of this, our industry is kind of a little bit lost because these guys were just, they were doing it for the love of it. It wasn't a lot of money they were doing it, a lot of prestige, a lot of royalties. They just grinded and did it. So like, Sal, wherever you're at, I hope you're drawn with your brother in the sky. And, thank you for all the work. I have some of his work as well. It's always nice to see it appreciated, but hate to see these legends go.
Yeah.
Now, I will say one thing. Look at the time frame between brothers, 30 years, 29 years. That is a hell of a long time for his parents to be having kids.
Yeah.
Don't see that anymore.
No. But you know what? It's one of those things where it's like, greatness does not actually stop. It actually keeps going, man.
You cannot. It's so hard to beat these comic covers.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. And also, too, I think this is one that Dr. Brentlin and I were talking about today. And,
this is a bummer.
This one hurt every time. There was somebody that did it on Facebook, and it just broke me up where they had John Candy as the Polka King and her and everything. And I was like, oh man.
Did you see
broke my heart.
See Macaulay Culkin's post?
I did too. Broke my heart, man.
That one was sad, man.
Well, what's crazy is that the dad in Home Alone, John Hurd or John?
Yeah.
He passed away at the same age as Catherine O'Hara at 71. So odd that both were Kevin McAllister's parents in Home Alone. So super sad, man. Comic legend, and not only just Home Alone, but all the things she's done even recently. So rest in peace to both. Rest in peace to both.
Yeah. So we end tonight on a sober note, but hey, like I said, it's one of those things. Great work lasts forever. Both of these artists, their work will go on beyond on the screen and also on the comic book page. Every time you actually watch Home Alone every year, because it is a holiday movie, you remember that great performance, and that was such a great movie. And then every time you pick up a comic book, especially a Marvel comic book, you'll think about Sal and also his brother. So, again, we moved that transition on to let everyone know that we've got the fastest growing Discord on the face of the planet, and that is the Syndicate Discord. Go over there and become a member. You can talk about everything. The best part about the Discord is if you want to keep the conversations going after we're off, you go right into that, and we can after the show. Now the Syndicate is based within, it's a network as well, ourselves, SKN, also Blitz Transmission, and the Great Starlight Digest podcast are all members of this network. So you can go in there and talk to everybody. You can talk about any subject. Again, Space 1999, whatever it is, there's a place for your fandom there. So make sure you head over there. We've got some upcoming events that we've gotten. We've already, if you had the chance to be in Southern California on January 10th, you would have saw myself, Scully, and actually Mr. Maddox over at Toy Depot's Geeking Out. But guess what? You got an opportunity if you're out here in Burbank, California on March 13th through the 15th at TFCon. That's Transformer Con, and I know that Scully and also Mr. Max are big game hunting for some Transformers. So the bot community, beware, because we've got some bot sharks coming to take your.
We've already done it once. We're going to do it again.
And then catch us on March 27th through the 29th in Toy Atlanta. That we will do our first actual live remote from the convention of the year there. That's in Duluth, Georgia. Great show, great community show. Just come out, have a good time. That's all we like to do is get to meet everybody as much as we can. So if you guys are seeing us there, come up and say hi. We'd love to see you. And then from there, on Monday, since it is the Syndicate and other Syndicate shows taking place, we start the week with the Sarlacc Toy Chest over at the Sarlacc Digest podcast channel. Starts at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8:30, Steve, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that will have, of course, Darth Moocher, Scott Solo, we'll have Tommy from Blitz Transmission, and myself. So that'll be on Monday. We'll talk some Star Wars toys, and Lord Starkiller's coming out next week, so you definitely want to be on that. Would you guys ever consider going north? Yeah, we would. Yeah, we would.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'll hit TFCon, but I got to be Game On
Yeah,
Expo.
Expo.
Oh man, oh
Yeah,
that's a good one
That's a
too.
good one, dude. That's awesome.
Well,
Hey, we'll have to talk because I may need you to hunt for stuff for me while I hunt for you at TFCon.
You know what? Like I said again, it might be kind of cool to hit one day and actually go to Phoenix.
Yeah, we can. It's
Yeah,
not that
you
far
know what?
away.
That might be it's not that bad actually. So yeah, we may do both, brother. I'll hit you up. I'll let you know about that. Other than that, hey man, we always enjoy everyone coming in, and the main thing about it is we give a special thanks to our channel members. Without you guys, we can't do what we do. We appreciate all of the members of the Shadow Elite, the Syndicate, and the Prospects. Every dollar that you guys send over and every membership you join goes to something, man. And I saw our buddy it's Chad. He's actually in there. Hope he's enjoying that channel membership as well. So I'll leave it back to you, Rad. That's on you, my friend.
I know we had such an amazing time this evening. As always, we appreciate you all hanging out in the chat with us every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific time, right here on SKN. Also, is Mr. Storm and Chet Maddox. They got the Good Morning Toy Box that starts and kicks off the Friday morning. And then on Wednesdays, we got Toy Box Chronicles, 7 p.m. Pacific time every week as well. So lots of content for all of you. And if you catch us on the replay, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment on the channel, man. What a great community. All Toys R Us stores are closed or closing. Yeah, well, we got one that opened up pretty close to us. Not the same, but we definitely we miss Toys R Us. So again, we appreciate everybody. We hope you all have a safe and wonderful weekend, and we will see you next week. Adios.